Hello, welcome to Street View Interview. I'm Dave Green. I'm here with Sunil Patel, stand-up comedian and star of Channel 5's sitcom Borderline. All right, Sunil, how you doing?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah.
Smashing. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is taking a virtual tour of your life as told through places.
Sure, okay.
Does that sound like something you would like to do today?
I feel
because you don't have a choice. So.
Okay. You stopped me before I could say I feel uncomfortable, but yeah, that's fine.
Why do you feel uncomfortable?
It's just a lot of these are like, then I've got to talk about, oh, this is where I grew up, and you get to see all that.
Oh yeah.
It's quite like.
Yeah, it's very personal.
Vulnerability to it.
I'm delving right into your.
Yeah, I know.
Your brain.
Because I don't often talk about this stuff. I don't talk about I talk about being from certain places, but I don't talk about it in detail in my stand-up. So I don't.
Okay. So, should we call it off then? Or?
Yeah. No, let's go. We're here. We're here, aren't we?
We're here virtually.
Yeah.
And where is here? What are we looking at now?
This is the road I grew up on. This is Fairfield Avenue in Bath. Classic Middle England. I went through a long period of swearing I'd never ever go back there. But now as I get older, I think, oh, that's actually alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that happens to everyone.
Yeah. When you need to sort of travel around a bit, don't you, to realise how nice your hometown is. All right. Let's go to the next place, which is your least favourite place.
Okay.
On planet Earth.
Right. What did I say for this?
Let's find out.
I mean, I could pick a lot of places in hindsight now.
Let's find out.
Go on
then. Least favourite place in the world.
Okay.
Or is it? Oh no, that's your favourite. It's the teleport machine's not working
the Charing Cross
great.
Road. My favourite place on earth.
Is it?
There it is.
Harmony.
Harmony. The dildo shop. It's my favourite shop. Take the tube down to Leicester Square and go.
Makes sense.
A couple of massive sex toys.
A couple of dildos. Looks like the Ghostbusters fire station.
Are we still playing along with
anyway, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Favourite place in the world. Sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, I feel a bit silly choosing this as my favourite place now, and it feels a bit like I'm taking the piss, but...
Is it this? Is that where we're going?
I like the Wetherspoons on Charing Cross Road. I'm a big fan of it.
Okay.
I think they're underrated, Wetherspoons. They really are. I don't want them to get too popular, but I think as long as you're not a snob about the kind of places where you drink or sit in the centre of London, then...
I mean, that is... Yeah, I mean, I think most people in there are going there to drink alone, so...
Yeah. There are some forward thinkers like us who...
So this is how it begins.
Good work in there.
Yeah. They're not alcoholics, they just like a bit of peace and quiet. So let's go to our next place, which is... Take me to your least favourite place in the world.
Okay, I wonder what this was.
Let's find out, shall we?
Okay. What's this?
Ooh.
Oh, the hospital.
Yeah, so this is your least favourite place.
Yeah. They should now be building up to something where something terrible happened to me or my body, but no. It's where I worked for one summer. This was 6 weeks of the prime summer of my life, 18. Yeah.
And what were you doing? What was your job?
Putting some files in filing cabinets. I'll stress again, it's a crypt of a church, and I was there on my own. And
so it's quite scary.
It's terrifying. We wandered around, like my friend came down for lunch one day, drove down to have a look at it because he didn't believe me, and he wandered around against my advice through some like alcoves and we found this whole room. We were lighting it with torches. We found this whole room full of fake limbs from the with like leather straps and stuff just piled to the ceiling. Yeah,
that's scary, man.
Yeah, and that was where I I was there on the day 9/11 happened.
Really?
Because I had the radio on every day. There was a test match on, and then they interrupted it to talk about the Twin Towers.
Oh my god, that must have been quite
just
surreal.
Sat out the afternoon in the crypt of a church listening to terrorists.
Listening to... Were they on the radio?
No, but listening to that happening.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
So I think we can go to the next place now, which is...
Do you think it's happy memory?
It's a sad memory, I think.
Is it? Okay.
Let's look. Where to next?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Sad memory.
I don't know if it's sadness is the right word, but it's definitely a memory. So I'd walk down this road every day in the morning to go to school. But to go to school, I had to wear shorts and a little cap.
Really?
And this is just this is like an estate we walked through. Sometimes, and when I was on my own in the morning, I'd either get shouted at from some of these windows, and quite rightly, to be honest, I was walking through here with a cap on, shorts, and a briefcase. I got mugged for 50p on the way home.
Round here?
Yep. So
was it like scary, or were you just like?
It is scary when you're so like looked after all your life.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You just you don't know what to do as a kid if someone who you don't know asks you for 50p.
I was mugged so many times.
Yeah, see, you'd be used to it.
And I think as a kid, but if I was mugged now, I'd be terrified. But as a kid, I was scared, but like you're used to like.
Yeah, because you're so used to your own little world of
people. You're more used to like conflict and people like getting in fights and stuff. Whereas
like the person who mugged me is obviously quite used to the fact that there's idiots like me walking around. And they can just take, and quite, so I had to take a different route to school.
And he got a whole 50p off you?
No, I didn't have it, that's the thing. So it wasn't a full-scale mugging. It was like, I'll come back tomorrow with it. And he was like, all right, you better come back tomorrow with it. So I had to walk a different route to school for about a year.
Oh my God. But how did he find you to get the 50p?
He didn't get me, yeah.
So hang on, so you didn't have any money?
No, well,
and he could have named any... Instead of going like, come back here tomorrow with a fiver, he said, come back with 50p.
Well, come back with some money, I suppose. I said, I'll have it tomorrow. He was like, all right.
Oh, Jesus.
We're both quite young. We didn't know what was going on.
Crazy days.
Crazy days.
All right, where to next? What was that one? That was a sad memory. First, we're going to go to the place where you did your first ever stand-up gig.
Ah, right. Are all your guests on their stand-ups then?
Most of them.
Okay.
So far. They're the only people I know. Okay. So.
And Rita.
Yeah. Get my girlfriend on. Right. First stand-up gig, Shabals.
Okay. And it was on this pedestrian crossing.
Yeah, just right here.
I saw clowns performing on a street in Berlin.
Really?
Yeah. So
like miming?
Yeah, no, juggling. They were just juggling. Yes, there it is.
So where are we now? We're in the Strand in London, yeah.
That was it. In I think it was November or December 2010. Upstairs in there.
First stand-up gig, so how did it go?
It went well, but it's one of those, you can't really remember it. Because it's almost like an out-of-body experience, the first one. Yeah. You're not fully aware of what you're saying. Your mind is like, oh, I'm doing this. But you're actually talking, you're saying words. But it was nice. It was very supportive. That was it. It went really well. Absolutely smashed it and then went home and handed him my notice.
Cool. All right, let's hit up the next place, which is...
life-changing.
Take me to a place with a life-changing moment, please.
Okay.
Google Street View.
Did you choose some lovely places? This is the Isle of Wight.
So what is on the other side of that hedge?
I think that is where Bestival was.
Okay. So Bestival was your life-changing moment. Why did it change your life?
I think it's because I got so out of my head that was the last time I thought, right, okay, I probably won't get that hammered or that out of control again.
So was that what up until that time?
Up until that, I would after that I probably realised my own limits.
Yeah.
And calmed down a bit.
So this was like a rock bottom.
It wasn't really rock bottom. It was just embarrassing.
Okay.
I was having my face painted, but and then I fell over. But it was it was on an incline, and so I was standing at the top of the incline. I got pushed and I just did a backward, like a 50-yard backward dash, and then smashed into some people's fancy dress costume and picnic. So ruined their entire day. And I just stood up covered in hummus and bits of robot costume, and it was okay. That shouldn't have happened.
Was the robot costume like sticking to you?
Yeah, it was a big cardboard box, and it's one of those things where you realise that your actions have an impact on other people, Dave.
All right.
But
I think you should look at that horizon and think,
that's lovely.
And think about what you've done.
We've all been in embarrassing situations like that, but I think that was it wasn't even that bad. Like if anyone else thought about it, they'd be okay, that's funny. But
you're a nice guy, so you'd feel bad.
Nice guy.
Ruining someone's day.
I can't remember if I felt bad at that point, but
I understand.
I felt bad for myself. Where are we going now?
We're going to go to a place far away. We're going to go somewhere So the next location is a place where you met someone important to you.
Oh, right, okay.
A place where you met someone important to you. Here we go.
Okay. Ooh!
Shamba.
I've chosen a few people for this, actually.
Is it her?
Oh, dear. This is my old school.
This is it? Okay.
Yeah. So my closest friends are still the guys I went to school with. So this is where I went to school from the age of 7 till 9, and then it got moved up. The whole school moved up the hill. So yeah, that's where I first met most of them. I'm still in touch with them. We still hang out.
So it's like a tight knit.
Yeah, it's pretty tight knit.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice to be friends with the people you went to school with.
Yeah,
it's quite rare, I think.
They really know your flaws.
Yeah.
And needlessly aggravate you.
That's what you want. That's what you want out of a friendship. That looks like quite a fancy school.
I think Wetherspoons were going to turn it into a pub.
Really? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
But they kept...
That would be like your perfect place then. Two memories combined.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we go to the next place, which is take me to a place that scares you, Sunil Patel.
Okay. My house.
Your house.
If you go to the bottom, if you go to the bottom of the hill,
this way.
Yeah. My local shop. I don't like going in it, but the one on the right here. There's the entrance. Really narrow entrance. That's the first thing. Very narrow entrance.
This one, okay. So why is this the place that scares you most?
I just never know how rude they're going to be to me when I go in there, and they're always like rude. Like not looking.
Is it this guy? He looks like he works there.
But he's never.
Unless he's breaking down boxes for fun. Do you know him? Do you actually recognise him?
No, not really. Lots of people work there, but they don't look in the eye. When you hand them money, they put the change down on the counter.
Oh really? I hate that.
They wear like rubber gloves to handle money.
Really?
As if they're like disgusted by it. And then so I always thought, oh well, they just don't like me. Whenever I went in with one of my flatmates, they'd be really friendly.
Oh, really?
So, and then when I go in, they're.
Do you think
really
they're doing it? Do you think generally they're rude to everyone? No. But they're trying to get inside your head and they're thinking, let's be friendly to this guy.
And then 2 months ago, I went in and they were like, "Oh, hello, how are you?" And it just totally threw me that. I was rude to them because how can I be always open to them being friendly when they're always so rude? I've closed myself off to them.
Yeah, they've got in your head, man. It's a shame, isn't it? Because you want.
Look how much stuff it does.
You want a nice relationship that's so near. Do you get that thing when you're like... I mean, I've had shops like this, but do you get that thing where you're like, oh, I need some milk, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the next day you're eating cereal with water because you couldn't face it.
And they do so many things in there.
Yeah.
Like weird and
well, they got
things.
Fruit, they got veg.
They got off-license.
They got license.
They got their own bakery and their own butchers inside.
They got everything, man.
They got bags of nuts.
They got it all.
And there's another shop just further down where they're so much friendlier and they do loads of really good stuff as well, but it's just like 2 minutes down there.
Yeah, that's too far, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Get your Lynette's. All right, next place is... or is that it? So usually at this point what I do is zoom out and show you how insignificant you are.
Okay.
Let's try that from here.
All right. You're acting like I don't already know this. Oh, why is it that? Oh, right. It's a strange.
I don't know why I'm singing Jurassic Park.
Well. Oh my! Well, that is quite. What's that big field?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know, mate.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Anyway, I think that's it.
That's it. That's really quick.
That's the whole show.
Is it normally this quick?
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on, Sunil.
Bye bye. Am I supposed to look at that or the
subscribe.
camera?
You can look at the camera.
Okay.
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe to Dave Green's channel.
Good night.
Bye bye.